Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Hope you all are good. Um, Let me know who's here. I mean, drop your name in the chat. Just say hi. So that we can just have a chat about what happened this past weekend at OTS Championship Hall. Okay, so for those of you that know about this, this past weekend, or actually yesterday, we competed at OTS Championships up in Paul. So myself, Neil, Josh, Ijaz, Ahmad, and Pietri from the Warren side of the Yu-Gi-Oh scope. We competed up at OTS in Paul, and Neil got first place. Josh got third place. Pietri, I think, got fifth. Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. And then I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Ahmad placed, but I got top 16. But just due to just some misplays and stuff. So what I would like to do today is just go through my deck build and just talk about it. Just talk about the deck, talk about some of my matches. So I went X3, so 1-2, lost 3. Um, so I faced Mathmech, I faced Traptrix, I faced Branded Invoked, I faced um, Incantations or Ritual based deck, and then I faced I can't remember what the other one is, but it will get to me. Once it gets to me, I'll actually just mention it. So it was a cool event, fun full day, etc. It was actually quite cool to see other players just basically playing a bunch of rogue decks and some meta decks here and there, but also a mixture of meta cards and some rogue strategies. Like the one branded deck that stood out for me was this one dude playing branded Gaia. I asked him about it, and he purely said that. Sorry about that. He purely said that he wants to play branded, but he included Gaia because it's a nostalgic build for him, because that was one of his first deck builds that he played. So he just continued playing the Gaia deck build as well. So I mean, it works for him, although he didn't. I think he ended just below me. Um, can't remember, but other than that, fun full day. Very 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 cool meeting other people, that we haven't met before, not from the Cape Town side of things, but way deeper up in Paul side. So it was quite cool. So my deck build that I played was obviously branded Despia as well. Little bits of twists here and there from other builds that you've seen. So To start it off, as you can see, I obviously play 1 Bastille Rebellion, 2 Saronier, because you don't need any more Bastilles than this. I mean, if in the tier format there was a lot more Bastilles in your deck, like for those of you who knew that I played Bastille Dragon Link, yeah, that was full package Bastille, but now you don't need it as much because it's not really needed. It's literally just part of your Cartesia play lines, which we'll get into. Then I played 1 Ad Libitum, 3 Aluba. I think that's standard. I don't think you need to argue around that. I played 3 Fallen of Albaz. Purely because if one gets banished, and I can still use the other one with fusion deployment just to break someone's board, and I actually did it. I think it was the one Trap 6 player that I played against. Fusion deployment into Fallen of Albaz, effect discarded a card and actually just fused off into Merjade, and that won me the game. Out of the box, just won me the game. I play 1 Albion the Shrouded Dragon and then 1 Blazing Cartesia. This card, clutch, always comes up. If it doesn't come up, then you did something wrong. But that's just according to me. But it always came up for me. So we'll never cut this. You only also need 1. I don't see why you need to play 2. Because it does return back to your hand every single round if a fusion monster was sent to the graveyard. So I don't see why you need to play 2. Then I played 2 Mercuria. This card came up every single match that I've played, either as a negate or as a combo piece. It literally came up. Then Ash Blossom, because branded is a thing and you need to have Ash Blossom to stop combos. Then 2 Tragedy. I only ever used 1, so in future deck builds I might just cut the 1 out just for other cards. So I'm not gonna play 2 in the future. Then 3 fusion deployment just for like Cartesia, Fallen of Albaz, anything like that. Branded in White. Branded in White came up for me 80% of my games, especially if my Branded Fusion got ash stopped or anything like that, then I had Branded in White. I had another fusion card, so that for me actually came up quite a bit. So I wouldn't cut this. I'm actually just going to play it going forward as well. Then obviously best card in the deck, Branded Fusion 3 always. Branded Opening. So this is just another way to get into your Aluba and into other plays as well. Then Branded in Red. Also, this card was insane. It won me a couple of matches, and then also I couldn't use it at some of my matches because I didn't have material in the graveyard to use it. Like either my Fallen of Albaz was either all in the deck or all banished, so I couldn't use it. And I never, at most times when I couldn't use it, I had it. I had Despia monsters banished. So yeah, but it was all in all a good card. I mean, I used it like 40 to 60% of my game, so I'm not going to complain. It's still a bloody broken card. Then Branded Lost. Didn't come up for me as much. Either because I played stupidly and I messed up, or I just got killed. So, one of the two. Then Foolish Burial, the one of Call by the Grave, because you have to have something to stop Ash as well. And then Gold Sarcophagus for Mercuria, Tragedy, etc. Just to get you some other stuff. Then, the card that literally saved me in one game, especially against Trap Tricks. Because, like previously before, trap-based decks are insanely fucking scary. And you need to have something to out it. So, Evenly Matched saved my ass quite a number of times. Which is good because, number one, it just breaks their board completely. So, opponent makes a full board, goes forward, sets whatever they want to. You go draw phase, main phase, battle phase, end of battle, evenly matched. Clear your field. So that is pretty much what this card was well, is used for is to break someone's board, and it is insane. And then after that, you go main phase 2, then you start your combo. It really just opened up so many things for plays. Then one branded beast, one retribution, and one branded banishment. I think this is standard up until not too long ago, because I think a lot of people are actually cutting the branded banishment because you're not playing against so many dark decks anymore. So it is quite it hasn't been as popular recently as what you wanted. But I use it in the mirror match. In the mirror match, is quite awesome. Then for the extra deck, you've got 2 Albion. I play 2 Lubellion. You don't necessarily need to, but I play 2 just because I don't have Guardian Chimera and those kind of things. 2 Mirror Jade, 1 Granginol, 1 Lindworm, 1 Brigand, just to just to get a Mercury to your hand if you don't have one. Despian Quetzes for the effect of Granginol. Despian Proskinian. And then 2 Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. Only 1 came up for me at all my games. And then Draco Stapelia. And then Sprint the Iron Dash Dragon. Which this was purely just put in here for like the contact see. Someone wants to contact see you and you actually just find you got no way to get it out. This is your way to get out of it. Yo, Path of One, thank you very much for the follow, man. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy the stream. Thanks, baby, man. Then my side deck. My side deck options were we sat for quite some time with this. Like a lot of time we sat with this. And shout out to Josh for spending the time to actually go through my deck with me, practicing my lines, just taking the time to actually go through everything and why I need to side certain things and why I have certain siding options. Okay, so I've got 3 Dark Hole, which was pretty much just to clear someone's board, or if I got like raw locked in the mirror match or something like that. Then 3 Nibiru. I previously had this in the main, normally at our locals, but we switched it out for evenly match, which came in clutch. I did not use Nibiru this weekend at all. Never came up for me. 1 Ra's Disciple, 1 Branded Expulsion. I did use this, however, I misplayed heavily in game 1, where I did not see a line at all. I like literally missed a line that was right in front of my eyes, and I missed it completely. And I think that is why I lost the game. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where you see something, you miss it. Oh well, it happened. 3 Crosshair Designator and 1 Dimensional Barrier. So Crosshair Designator didn't come up for me this weekend. Not at all. I had it in my side deck, I had it in my deck, didn't draw it once, and if I had it, it didn't come up. So, yeah. No one ever attempted to debarrier me, no one ever attempted to, like, pretty much just stop my combos at certain points. I even had opponents say, nah, it's cool, you can go first. Even if I lost the die roll, which, I mean, I made a board, they couldn't out it, they lost the game. So, yeah, it's pretty much, it was pretty much just one of those where you have the cards in your hand, but you never actually just use it. If you don't use it, so what? It's there. Then I played 3 Anti-Spell. Also, this came up for me, I think, twice this entire event. So this is definitely going to be cut for something else. But yeah, I will go into breaking down some of my other gameplays soon again, and then I'll also go through the potentially new deck build that I want to do at going forward, going to regionals and nationals and all of those things. So stick around. We'll be going through that in just a bit. Okay, sorry for that. Just had to deal with something. Um, okay, so going forward for regionals, I made quite a change to my deck, especially speaking to obviously some of our other players and the one of our other players that came first, Near. Just having a look at how he played and how his deck performed. I decided to go and change my build for future games and so on, just to see how it goes and how it actually performs. Now, obviously, in the Nier deck build, he had the Aqua Dolphin package. I've chosen in this build not to play it, um, which I will get to just now. So, okay, I'm playing. I decided to take out a lot of things and then just adding in the Dark Magician package, reducing the Bestial count from one Lubalia from two Saranir to one. Still playing Ad Libitum and then playing one Tragedy. Still playing the three Aluba with then two Albaz and not three. Okay. Still on the one Albion, still on the one Cartesia, and then the two Merc. The three Ash and the three Nibiru. Um, then I am running three fusion deployments still, Brandon White, Brandon Fusion, and then the three branded openings along with Brandon Red. And then here's the big thing, the three Super Poly, which this, from what I can see, performed quite a lot at the past OTS, especially for my cousin Ahmad as well as for the Nier. This performed a lot. It just made a huge difference. So I'm going to test it out. I've never run Super Poly in my deck before, so I'm going to test it out and see how it actually goes and if it works for me or not. Um, and then still on the one branded Lost, Foolish Burial, and Call by the Grave, as well as the one Gold Sock. But also, instead of cutting Banishment, I moved it to my side deck just for the mirror match. But now just running one Retribution just so that I can get Recursion off from my cards. And then also one branded Expulsion, or yeah, in the main deck rather than the side deck, because branded Expulsion is a way to get around evenly match as well. Then two Albion still, one Lubellion, and then two Mirror Jade. One Lubellion is actually enough. You don't need more than that. Still the one Granginol, the one Rinbrum, and then still on the Glory Dragon. I actually removed it there now. And then still on the one Proskinian for Granginol. Now, to touch on this, the effect of Granginol actually came up for me at least 3 times when I was playing my tournaments, and I actually did tag out into Proskinian, because Proskinian is actually quite insane. Because the moment it's summoned, you can actually, or special summoned, you can actually just grab a monster from your opponent's graveyard and actually bring it onto your side of the field, which gave me, I think it gave me 2 wins that way, which I am quite happy with. 2 match wins, I should say, which I'm quite happy with. One Masquerade, one Dracostopelia, and then Red Eyes Dog Dragoon, because it's an Omni Negate, why wouldn't you want to play it? and it stops most players in their tracks. From what I've seen, it stopped the Trap Tricks player dead in his tracks. It stopped a few people dead in his tracks because they don't know how to out it, or they just didn't have the out for it. One Guardian Chimera, because it's Guardian Chimera. Why wouldn't you have this again? So you can pop a card, draw a card. Does a lot of things. Then Mudragon and Garuda just for the Super Poly targets. So yeah, I think this lineup is a lot better than what I had. It's a lot more stronger, a lot more consistent. So I'm gonna try this out. Mind you, I still need to get a few cards like Super Poly and Dragoon and Chimera, because apparently my Dragoon disappeared into thin air. Then on my side deck, I'm still on the 3 Dark Hole. Okay, 3 evenly matched, the 1 Raz Disciple, and then because I didn't have Gamma Seal, because this was, if you go look at the YouTube channel or my YouTube channel, the link is in the About Us section on my Twitch, and he was playing the Gamma Seal because obviously there is ways to out it, or you can attack over it because all of your monsters, or most of your level 8 fusion monsters are more powerful in attack than Gamma Seal. So your opponent would summon a monster, you Gamma Seal in your turn, you Kaiju in your turn, you summon your things, and you attack over it. Then you go for game. In this case, I was going with Radiant, which is a dark attributed Kaiju, which means you can use like Fallen of Albas effect to fuse with it. You can use Super Poly. So you have ways to out it. And some of your monsters are high in attack, so you can still attack over it as well. Then I'm still on the 3 Crossout Designator, the 1-dimensional barrier, and then obviously the banishment just for mirror matches in my side deck. I mean, this is my lineup. This is what I think will work for me. If you guys have any other suggestions, or if you guys know of any other things I can check out, let me know, because I mean, I would like to go through obviously different deck builds as nationals and the regional seasons are approaching and all of that. So obviously we're going to be competing against more skilled players, more players that are like literally grinding out for wins and stuff. So because everyone wants to get to Euros, everyone wants to get to World Champs, because that's the goal. But also never forgetting that just to have fun. So getting on the topic of why why I actually ended on 2-3, as so there was a little bit of controversy at OTS Champs, which is something I'm not going to discuss on stream, because I feel I don't need to name, blame, shame, do that kind of thing on stream or anything like that. That's something that I took up with him and we sorted it out. Other than that, where it all started was in one of my games, and it was against a deck, one of my favorite decks or beloved decks, the Dragon Link strategy, which had a similar deck build to what I was playing. I would have won that game, however, some stupid mistakes was made, which made me lose the game. And from there on out, I just like, you know what, just let it go, you know, and it wasn't worth it then to just grind out, because I was already out of the bubble I was already out of the bubble for top cut anyway after losing that match for top 4. So I just played lackluster and let it get to my head. Actually, I literally just got into my head, because I went with the intention of, you know what, I don't care who's there, I don't care who shows up, whatever. I just wanted to make top 4. So other than that, it was fun. It was a fun day. We had some trades going. We made a couple of new friends and shared some connections and stuff. So it was a cool day. So will I go back? Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely go back there again. Will I compete in upcoming tournaments? The upcoming Regis at Sword, I think I won't be able to make because of obligations. The other Regis at Paul, I will definitely want to go, depending on situations. But other than that, it was just a cool event. You know, just having to see other decks instead of just plain old meta decks that you are so used to already, um, and still lose to it, by the way. Just to see other rogue decks. I mean, some dude wanted to play Toon World, another dude wanted to play Red Eyes. He inevitably ended up playing Branded Invoked, which the asshole fucking sphere mode me. But it was fun. I mean, am I happy with my deck and how my deck performed? Yes, I am. Because previously in other events, I would either end up lost or one place up from lost. Uh, so am I happy with how far I've gotten in the last year? Hell yeah, I am. Because look at it like this: I started or came back into Yu-Gi-Oh last year March, and then I came back with a lackluster version of Blue Eyes. I mean, Keanu, you know that, you saw that. Uh, Everyone that plays at the Warrior knows that. So lackluster version of Blue Eyes, just playing around, thinking, "Hey, I'm the business," because I know the game. And then I came back into it, saying, "Oh fuck, there's new summoning methods, there's new everything." Then from that, I switched over to Drytron, by the Drytron Chaos Max version, because I was still hung up on Blue Eyes. And yeah, it just went from there, which is actually quite cool. And then eventually, I think it was a regionals that came up. Yeah, at I can't remember. I think it was Durbanville Games. Yeah, Durbanville Games regionals. And the guys just said, you know what, just come play, just come see how it is. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Just get the experience and just get the feel for it, because you would most likely want to play after that again. And lo and behold, after that day, fuck it, I just wanted to play more tournaments. Started building decks, started experimenting with decks. Then I went to the next, I think it was also a OTS Champs or something, and I played Dragon Link. I think it was like 8 months down the line, or no, another 3, 4 months down the line. Yeah, played Dragon Link. Did a little bit better. Okay. Didn't end dead last though. Still ended like in the bottom pile, but didn't end dead last. Like I screamed at the back from table 60, but it was fun. And then eventually gave up Dragon Link now recently to pick up Branded Despia, and it's been going good. Been topping locals if Josh and the rest aren't playing, which was actually quite cool. Last weekend, came second. At locals, and I think we were like 8 or 9 players. I can't remember. And I came second with this exact deck build, except for evenly matched. I didn't have evenly matched yet, and Nibiru was in my main deck. Um, but other than that, things are going a lot better with, especially with dueling, because a lot of the times, especially if you're an older player coming from the 2002 era of Yu-Gi-Oh, coming back into Yu-Gi-Oh now only, and you see all the summoning stuff, and you see all this new strategies and how you can summon different things, and how you can end on a board with 5 monsters on the field and a whole back row full of set traps and spells, and you think, how the hell? I mean, we lived this game like years ago, and now all of a sudden is this. I mean, it's a fun thing to learn. Yes, it will take you about 3, 4 months to get back into it. It's been a year for me, and I am still figuring the shit out. And most players are still figuring it out, and some of them are seasoned veterans. And you know what? That's where the fun is. So I just wanted to chat about that. So, am I looking forward to nationals, regionals, and all of those things? Yes, hell yeah, I am. Am I going to be making more of these kind of content? Yes, because for me, it's not about. It's not for me currently. It's not about. Can I keep up with the rest of the people that's doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, or all the Yugi tubers, or all the people on Twitch? For me, it's basically just sharing my experiences. And yeah, am I the best at it? No, I'm not. I'm not the best at it at all. I'm just doing it because I love it. I love the game. I love the connections. I love the friendships that you build from it. And there's definitely a hell of a lot more to learn. Um, is my competitive bone starting to kick in? Yes, it is. Because if you start getting fucking salty about things that you've missed, that that you've missed, plays that you've missed, then yeah, you are literally becoming competitive. And I literally said last year when I got back into this, I don't want to be competitive yet because I just want to be a casual player. And yeah, the moment I tasted my first regionals or my first event, my first big event, let's put it that way, I started getting competitive. So yeah. So shout out to my team at the Warren. I mean, guys like Keanu that helped me get into it in the beginning. Bradley, Harry, Josh, all of those guys. Ranir especially as well. Josh for the most part because Josh is literally he's been drilling the shit out of me. Which is awesome. I mean, Jordan as well. I mean, I see Jordan every other day at Jiu-Jitsu as well. So, yeah, there's always it always comes up. The talk always comes up, and it always brings new light to certain things. So, just wanted to have a chat about that. So, I'm not going to be streaming long. I just wanted to have a chat about this and get this out of my system because the Nationals event is going to be post Cyberstorm Access, if I'm not mistaken, which is another big ass great build that we will be revealing quite soon. I will review my build for Cyberstorm Access, um, hopefully during the course of the week. So stick around. Make sure you follow on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you don't miss anything. And I'll let you guys know when I'm live again. So thank you very much for joining, guys. I just wanted to go through this and just get this off my chest. Um, I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you all have a great week. And we'll see each other pretty soon once again. Thanks, guys. Cheers.